Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your boy Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys. Bro, get up. Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your boy Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys with another banger of a UFC 5 video. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some striking tips to help you guys become elite level strikers in UFC 5. Now, in order to do so, I'm going to be using Robert Whitaker. We're going to be taking on an Alex Pereira. Now, my reasoning for using a guy like Robert Whitaker against a meta fighter is I want you guys to see that all of the tips that I am giving you guys can use with any fighter on the roster. From 3.5 stars all the way up to 5 stars. These tips are going to be applicable to whoever you guys use. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started.
Wow, the buzz in this arena is absolutely deafening, and it's easy to see.
Here, we try to touch gloves with him. He's not having it. Now, before a strike is ever even thrown, and the first tip that I have for you guys is understanding the fighter matchup that you guys have. So, in this instance, I'm going to be using Robert Whitaker. He's going to be using Alex, which means he's going to have every statistical advantage on me on the feet. He's going to have a better chin. He's going to have the reach advantage. He's going to have the power advantage. And he's going to have the speed advantage. So that's all going to play a part into my game plan on how I approach this fight. And it should be the same way for you. When you get into an online ranked championship fight, you want to pay attention to the fighter that your opponent is using straight off the rip. Because that's what's going to allow you to try to start to build a game plan around what you should be doing. So for this matchup right here, I understand Alex is going to have the reach advantage on me. So I have to keep it at a range where I can threaten him with strikes. I'm not going to be all the way out here playing at a distance where he can strike me and I can't strike him. I'm going to have to, kind of be in the fire a little bit to land damaging shots on him. And I have to be comfortable with doing that. So that's going to be my game plan.
UFC Hall of Famer, part of the navigation for him against guys
right here, we're taking our time. You see him trying to bow to me, but it's already a little bit too late for that.
Yeah, because he's a guy that at one point competed at 170.
You see right here, we're just taking our time.
Make 170 pounds. But I think that speaks to the
nice. Now, I want you guys to see what we're doing right here, because this is going to be the second tip that I have for you guys. And that is, you need to understand distance management. Distance management is going to be so key to matchups like these and in any matchup that you run into in UFC 5 online, because if you don't manage the distance well, you're going to get caught in the middle of throwing a combination. If you throw a lot of kicks, you're going to get caught in the middle of a kick animation, and you're going to eat a heavy damaging combo coming back. And not only is the risk of that getting caught in vulnerable spots heavy, you can also allow your opponent to dictate the pace of the fight to you if you don't understand how to manage distance. Now, the tip that I have for you guys also here is throwing those strikes out. You see me not loading up on a lot of heavy combinations. I'm kind of just throwing single strikes and throwing double strikes to try to gauge the range and also get his timing. I'm trying to see, hey, at this range, does Robert Whitaker's jab hit his face? Is it hitting his block? Is it going to hit his body? And also, is he coming back? Is he throwing something in return right after I finish my combination or my strike? Or what is he trying to do? Is he shelling up? Is he backing up? There's a lot of different things that you figure out with distance management. So that's what you guys see me doing right here. I'm not loading up on a lot of combinations. I'm kind of just getting a feel for the distance management and the timing. So definitely work that in your fights. Take the time. Even if your opponent is rushing you, you could do the same thing. What are they throwing? When are they throwing? At what range are they throwing something? Just kind of get a feel for that. Get a feel for it. And that's going to help you determine when to throw strikes, what strikes you should throw, and the timing on when is best to catch them. So very important tip.
Of Robert Whitaker, look at the success that he has had in the weight class that he really
right there, I seen that he threw a lead calf kick.
Period of his career. But this guy
so taking our time, fainting it out. There was a strike right after into a calf kick, so I know he wants to work the legs. There was a random flying knee. I see him moving his head a lot. Still going with the kicks to the leg. We caught him right there.
I've never eaten one of those, but doesn't seem fun.
No, it sucks. It sucks to get hit with that front kick up the middle. And that is going to allow.
We're still just playing it patient.
It also deters takedown attempts.
So I see he's trying to mix up the timing, right? He's trying to catch us walking forward with a combination. So we've kind of got a real good feel for his timing and a real good feel for what he's going to allow us to do, right? I see he's not really going and checking leg kicks because even though I haven't really been working this lead leg that much, he's not blocking body shots and he's not blocking his legs. So I noticed that. And he's throwing a lot of straight strikes. So tip number 3 that I have for you is starting to build a game plan. You have to notice what your opponent is doing. And like I said, he's not blocking his body. He's not blocking the leg kicks. So we have to start to implement some lower body strikes if we want to get a knockout to the head. So that's what we're going to do. And that's what I want you guys to see and take away from this third tip is you want to start to take what your opponent is giving you and build a game plan around that. So in our case right here, we're going to work the legs and work the body.
Because you know that if you change levels into one of those,
right there, we caught him with a straight. There's a calf kick.
Beautiful combination there by Pineda.
He's still throwing calf kicks. We caught him right there with a clean 2-piece.
Nice punch there.
Nice body work from him right there. There's a nice oblique kick from us.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him.
He missed on that combo, so that lets me know he doesn't have our timing down quite yet. Double body shot in the lead hook. He missed on the shot right there. Now, the next tip that I have for you guys is you notice right here, I'm not just exclusively going down to the body and to the legs. You don't want to just start blindly and over going to lower body limbs, right? So the tip that I have for you is setting the strikes up. You have to be able to set your strikes up. So you see, a lot of the times I'm starting the combo off by going to the head, then going down to the body or going with a calf kick. You have to set up shots to get your opponent to do what you want them to do, and then you exploit what they're going to give you, right? So I'm going even with the jab lead hook that you guys seen me throw. I started off to the body, then came back up to the head because I want his block to stay up here. I want it to stay up to his head because that's where he feels comfortable. And I really want to be working this calf kick and these body punches. So in order to do that, I have to get him doing what he wants to do, which is holding high block. So it's very important that you learn to set up strikes and that you set up strikes before you start to go where you want.
On both sides in that exchange.
Right here, we're taking our time. See the jab. He missed on the kick. The feint to the body, then that go back up to the head.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head.
There's the calf kick. We're mixing up the timing on when we're throwing them. We're not being predictable.
Gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. So 31 total strikes have now landed.
We're still taking our time. Now you see right here, the next tip that I have for you is using your feints. Once you've established and once you get comfortable with the pace of the fight and the timing on your opponent, then you can start to mix in a broken rhythm. A broken rhythm, for those of you guys that don't know, is throwing a strike when your opponent doesn't think that you're going to throw a strike. When they think it's their turn to go is when you throw off a strike and you're allowing yourself to catch them in full vulnerability, or you kind of catch them by surprise. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm feigning the jab. And you see it drew a reaction out of him. He threw a jab. And then I popped off a jab and threw a calf kick right after it. So paying attention to the rhythm is going to allow you to use your feints and be able to set up combinations on a broken rhythm. So that's also another tip that I have for you guys. that is really going to take your striking game to the next level.
Ooh, nice slip to avoid
Nice slip
that
straight
right
into
hand.
some body work.
Oh, nice combination.
Ooh,
there.
nice
He's
elbow.
just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot. I mean, kicks.
So I'm going to try to time out elbows every single time. I feel like he's going to go down with a calf kick. Here we're still taking our time, using them feints.
To go here in round one.
Nice body kick, dropped him right there. See, he's blocking low. So we go low first and then up high.
He's been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area. And
So you guys notice I'm not rushing right here either. Playing it patient, still working what I know he's going to give me.
You gotta watch
Double
it.
jab. Right there, nice combo. And that's the end of the first round. Very, very clean and solid first round from us there. Not going to lie to you. Very clean and solid work from us there in the first round. Now, you guys noticed the audio cut out because I had to restart my controller. But, yeah. But, all the tips that I gave for you guys right there, you guys are going to see in the second round really how it pays off. It's going to pay off a lot. It is, because we've already done a lot of work, a lot of foundation work for us to win this fight here in the second round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here.
So, all right. So, it's a start of a new round, right? It's a start of a new round. And this is the next tip that I have for you. Understanding that if your opponent is good, and whether they're good or they're bad, they're going to make adjustments. So be prepared to go back into that reading mode initially at the beginning of the round. Very important tip, because people tend to not understand that people are going to adjust. They don't understand that their opponents are going to adjust to what they're doing, because they're not just going to lay down and let you run over them in a fight. They're not. If they have any self-worth in the game, they're not going to allow you to do that. They're going to make adjustments. So understanding at the start of the next round, after you have a successful first round or in any round, expecting adjustments. So you guys already see it right here. He's lowering that block immediately because he doesn't want me to hit that calf with the calf kick anymore. So he's already adjusted. He's already making those adjustments.
All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the
taking our
last
time.
round will continue. Both
Check the
fighters
calf kick coming
certainly had
back,
their
which
ups
we
and
weren't
downs.
doing in the
Both
first
got
round.
the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control
just taking our
of
time.
what has been a very close fight thus far.
Ooh, nice calf kick by him.
Straight
So right there, I want to pause it because I wanted you guys to see what just happened. He chucked a head kick at me. He hasn't really been chucking head kicks at me so far. And that lets me know he's now trying to use the calf kicks, the rear calf kick, to set up the rear head kick. So I have to be aware of that, which is the next tip that I have for you. Once you make the reads, you have to be aware with what your opponent is coming back at you with. Because if we don't pay attention and we're not aware, that head kick could potentially put our lights out with as low as of a chin health as Robert Whittaker has. So very important that you guys understand what you're looking at. As you see him loading up for another flying knee right here, which he hasn't routinely thrown, but he threw it in the first round as well.
punch, that is useful. Just misses there with the left.
You see him on the pressure a little bit.
These boys are standing
Throwing
right
that
in front of
oblique
each
kick.
other, just kind of going at it.
He missed on the head kick. Made him pay with a nice body jab.
Really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection.
Mixing in
And
offbeat
these will
combinations.
take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
He missed the shot right there.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Oh, another kick.
Now you see what he's trying to do to combat and not allow what happened in that first round to happen again. He's picking up the tempo. He's picking up his pace. Now, the next tip that I have for you guys is understanding what to do when this happens, right? So when they've made their adjustments and they're trying to change the course of the fight around, they're either going to, one, pick up their pace and pick up the tempo of the fight, or they're going to slow it down. And you have to be ready to read and react to both. So this guy's trying to pick up his pace, so we can either slow it down and look to be a counter striker, or we can speed up our own pace and mix in offbeat combinations to try to catch him and do some heavy damage. So those are your two options with a guy that's speeding up their pace. So you guys are going to see here what happens. Already we've been landing combinations, but you guys are going to see the result of us speeding up our pace.
Right on the cap. Now I tapped out, but I'm not a fighter. What do you do?
Right here, we're standing in the pocket. Landed that good lead hook. Nice oblique kick.
Won't change much. It's already beat up too far.
He missed on the head kick. We made him pay right there with a clean two-piece, and we got the rock.
No, he is on
Pressing forward.
Over the top of his head. When you take a hook like
Nice
that,
calf kick.
you are on wobbly legs.
Now, I want you guys to see this. I broke this down in my Ed Parker video as well. You notice how when I got him hurt, I didn't just go in winging combinations at him. I took my time. I picked my shots. I worked the leg kick again because I knew he was going to be blocking up high because he had just gotten rocked. And I backed up when I felt like I was in too much danger. And once I seen that he recovered. Very important tip. Do not just go buck wild when you get somebody hurt. A very common mistake I see amongst a lot of people is they get somebody hurt and then they just walk straight into a combination. Super important that you understand what spot you've put yourself in. You've hurt your opponent. Land where you know that they're not going to be blocking. Get your damage in. And then once they recover, get the hell out of the way of incoming combinations or incoming shots. Very, very important.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know
we're back to taking our time, working that calf kick still.
I am almost certain that he's going to go
Ooh,
back.
nice calf kick at the end of the combo.
Because it's landed every
Into a head kick, see? That leg kick set up his high kick.
It is landing with more force than his opponent.
So I see he's throwing a lot more kicks, so we got to try to do something to prevent it, so we're going to try to smother it.
Doing a nice job there raising the guard to protect
nice
the
calf kick on his exit.
Block. You can't allow that cut to get worse as this fight continues. Well, this is absolutely the hurt.
Now he's having a little bit more success, so we need to adjust it. Adjust the game plan just a little bit.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart.
We're going to take our time, back up and reset.
These very tough moments.
Calf kick finally gets us what we're looking for, which is a leg rock. And exactly what just happened to me right there is a case of what I told you guys just not to do in that last tip. I literally tried to walk forward to close the distance, and I got caught with a front kick to the face. Now, luckily, his leg was rocked, so it took some of the power off of it. But that could have done a lot of damage to our face, man. It really, really could have. So, like I said, be very, very careful.
Tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Right there, the oblique kick gets it to another rock. Knocked him down.
And back to his feet.
Now, right here, you see I'm starting to put him in that mixer. And this is the next tip that I have for you. Once you've landed enough damage to where, you know, you've gotten a limb, like his leg or his chin health hurt, and down to a level where you feel comfortable, now you can start to pick up the pace, and now is when you want to be looking for a finish. It's really, really important that you try to get your opponent out of here when you do feel comfortable enough to do so. So you see right here, we're going to put a lot of pressure on him. He's going to switch. We hit him on that rear leg. Got us another knockdown. Pressing forward. You see him trying to minor step, working the body into the lead hook.
That's a lot of blood, man. I think I can smell the B-positive blood type from here.
But we're still taking our time, even though we're looking for the finish. Hit him with a nice jab, uppercut, rocked him again for the second time in the round, and we got a knockdown. And that's the end of the second round. We've pretty much worked this guy into anything that he does, whether he wants to play on the outside or play on the inside, we're going to land a heavy damaging shot. Because now we're dictating the pace and the timing to him. As you see right there, we got 3 knockdowns. And we've been landing at a heavy rate, at a nice heavy rate percentage-wise. So now we've got him in trouble.
What a great job.
So now we're going to put the foot on the gas a little bit.
Good job by the defense to prevent that shot from getting through.
Staying in the pocket, breaking that block down. Not going to get hit with that flying knee.
He continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous round.
Oh, nice rear uppercut. That slip. Hold on, before we get into that. That slip rear uppercut that you guys seen him throw, he realizes that now that I'm going down to the body. So that slip rear uppercut, we have to be careful. Because if we get caught going down to the body with that uppercut, we could get stunned or get flash knocked down, and that's not what we want. So we got to be aware of that. Right there, I catch him with a beautifully timed head kick. And that was all set up off the calf kick work that we did in the previous 2 rounds. And we catch him with a clean front kick. Put him to sleep. Put him to sleep with a picture perfect front kick to the face. Telling you, there's no better feeling, ladies and gentlemen. There's no better feeling. And look, he was getting ready to drop those hands down to block a calf kick when the front kick came up. Look, his hands are already trying to going down low, and it opened up his face, and we got that nice front kick KO to put his lights out. But that's it for the video, guys. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys need any clarification on the tips that I gave for you guys in this video, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section, because I'm going to be answering every single comment that is posted on this video. But until the next time, guys, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And don't forget, if you guys are new to the channel, to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button. And I will see you guys in the next video.